So now white plays f4. f4, in my opinion, is the most dangerous sideline for white against Sicilian defense. And the reason is the following, because white is closing the center with knight c3, and playing f4, white is aiming for black's kingside immediately. And the reason this knight c3 and f4 is most dangerous, because white didn't allow d5 move anywhere, so we have to accept the rules of this game, which are gonna be like this. White is gonna try to attack us on the king side and we should defend. So probably white will sacrifice some material and our choice is gonna be how to accept or which kind of sacrifice to accept or not. And here we should play with g6, because now if black plays with knight c6, knight f3, knight f6, white has a move of bishop b5. I mentioned this before in the previous chapter, where white was playing bishop c4 immediately and losing this option. So now bishop d7, e5, and I believe those positions are gonna be slightly better for white and unpleasant to play by black. So this is the reason I suggest you to play with g6 and knight f3, bishop g7. So here white has bishop c4, which is the main move, but there is also a move bishop b5 check, which I want to show that black is doing fine. We play here bishop d7 and many moves are possible. After this f4, I will be trying to introduce you most dangerous continuations, most dangerous moves, because it's almost impossible to cover everything. But some other kind of passive moves are not really good for white, because white's whole strategy of the opening is based on initiative, and making some slow moves will just ruin all white's plan. So bishop d5 check, bishop d7, and white has two possible reactions. One is bishop c4 here, and another one is taking on d7. So let's check both of them. First bishop c4, we play knight c6, and after d3 we play very important move knight a5. What we need to do to eliminate this good bishop, because this bishop is very supportive in attack during the attack on the king side. So whenever we exchange it, we're gonna be doing fine. Just after some any move castle, we're simply taking. Anand played here very interesting game, blindfold game against Carson. He took bishop c3, b takes c3, bishop c6 with a complicated position, and black finally won. Of course, it's not a requirement to take on c3, just one of the options. Here it's very normal to play any other move like bishop c6 or knight h6. So let's go back and see what if white takes on d7, queen d7. And if white here plays castle, we are able to play knight c6, taking over control over d4 square, and we're again doing fine. So white should try d4, but again, it doesn't look very natural, because what white did, white played bishop b5, one tempo, bishop d7, lost two tempos, we took queen d7, and on d7, queen is staying very well, so basically we developed 1 hour piece, and white just lost two tempos. So that's the reason after d4 we just take knight d4, knight c6, bishop e3, and knight f6. White has a little space advantage, but black is on time, very good development. After h3 castle, we just will have a very good play on the c file, bringing one of our rooks. We can try to use this square, and pawn on e4 is not really a strong one. So this is the reason I think bishop b5 check is not really scary. And let's go ahead to see what happens whenever white plays bishop c4, which is more logical and natural move here.